In this lesson we are going to learn how to use relative pronouns to introduce relative clauses.
Relative clauses tell us more about people and things. Lord Thompson, who is 76, has just retired. This is the house which Jack built. Marie Curie is the woman that discovered radium. We use who and whom for people, which for things, that for people or things.
There are two kinds of relative clauses.
1. We use relative clauses to make clear which person or thing we are talking about. Marie Curie is the woman who discovered radium. This is the house which Jack built. In this kind of relative clause, we can use that instead of who or which. Marie Curie is the woman that discovered radium. This is the house that Jack built.
2. We also use relative clauses to give more information about a person, thing, or situation. Lord Thompson, who is 76, has just retired. We had fish and chips, which I always enjoy. I met Rebecca in town yesterday, which was a nice surprise. With this kind of relative clause, we use a comma to separate it from the rest of the sentence.
We use whose as the possessive form of who. This is George, whose brother went to school with me. We sometimes use whom as the object of a verb or preposition. This is George, whom you met at our house last year. Whom is the object of met. This is George's brother, with whom I went to school. Whom is the object of with, but currently we normally use who. This is George, who you met at our house last year. This is George's brother, who I went to school with.
When who, whom or which have a preposition, the preposition can come at the beginning of the clause. I had an uncle in Germany, from whom I inherited a bit of money. I had an uncle in Germany, from whom I inherited a bit of money. We bought a chainsaw, with which we cut up all the wood.
Or at the end of the clause, I had an uncle in Germany, who I inherited a bit of money from. I had an uncle in Germany, whom I inherited a bit of money from. We bought a chainsaw, which we cut all the wood up with. But when that has a preposition, the preposition always comes at the end. I didn't know the uncle that I inherited the money from. We can't find the chainsaw that we cut all the wood up with.
We can use when with times and where with places to make it clear which time or place we are talking about. England won the World Cup in 1966. It was the year when we got married. I remember my 20th birthday. It was the day when the tsunami happened. Do you remember the place where we caught the train? Stratford-upon-Avon is the town where Shakespeare was born.
We can leave out when. England won the World Cup in 1966. It was the year we got married. I remember my 20th birthday. It was the day that tsunami happened.
Well, that's all for today's lesson. Have a good day.